Let's pick up all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house right now. I kid you not, my guess is probably 15. I don't want a diaper pail or a diaper genie or whatever they're called. They just kind of get thrown around my house and then we just collect them in a bag at the end of the day and take them out to the dumpster. So I've been solo parenting for the last 24 hours. So we're gonna see how many dirty diapers we have just lying around with 2 kids. I promise you, I'm not even exaggerating. This has only been 24 hours. So I'm counting just 4 diapers right here on the coffee table. Found another one right behind the couch. Oh, found 2 more. So far that's what? 7 diapers, I'm pretty sure. That's just down here, like in the kitchen living room area. Let's go upstairs. I already know this is gonna be so bad. Okay, so right away I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 diapers. So that's 8, 9, 10 diapers. Then into the bedroom. This is the corner of what my side of the bed looks like at night. It's embarrassing, I know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think if I counted right, that's 17 diapers lying around my house. No wonder my house friggin' stinks right now. On top of being 5 weeks postpartum and just struggling adjusting with 2 kids, I am now going to start exclusively pumping my newborn. Wait, no, not pumping my newborn, pumping breast milk for my newborn. I have never done this. I did not do this with James at all. I pumped a little bit when I was at work with James when he was a newborn. I've pumped a few times with this baby. That way I have a stash when I go back to work. But baby Jaden is 5 weeks old and he is so reflexy. A lot of people have said to check him for a lip tie or a tongue tie, but I don't think that's the problem here. When I give him a bottle of formula or of breast milk, he does just fine with it. Like, he might spit up a little bit like when I burp him, but pretty good overall. On the other hand, when I breastfeed him, like nurse him, when I sit him up, he like will fall like gag and like throw up like probably at least half of what I just gave him. So far I've been exclusively pumping for like 24 hours now and I would say it's going pretty well. I mean, it's convenient that I can just make him a bottle and my husband can feed him the bottle, or I can feed him. I just like it's a lot easier to do the bottle. The one downside I would say is like when he is hungry, before I could just pull out my boob and he would just be fine. But now I have to wait for the bottle to warm up. If you guys have any tips with this, I would much appreciate it. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so help me, please. I am 5 weeks postpartum and I might look all put together going to church today, but no. If you could see what I'm holding right now, no. I know the other day when I picked up 17 diapers, I said it was, not very often, but today I picked up quite a few. In my defense, most of these are wrapped in trash bags ready to be taken downstairs. I just haven't taken them downstairs. So in my mind, they're technically taken out already. They're technically thrown in the trash without the trash can, you know what I'm saying? Some of them were not wrapped up in a trash bag, unfortunately. James, my toddler, is now unfortunately sick with a fever and some other bug. I don't know what he has. So that's been fun. Jaden has been really refluxy lately, so we were up frequently last night with him. To top it all off, my husband woke up this morning and said, I have a sore throat. So he might be getting sick now too. After collecting all the diapers and then dumping them out to count how many I collected, it was a scary number. Can you guess how many I collected? It's pretty nasty and scary. I don't know, going to church today was my priority, but apparently the diapers were not. But my babies are fed, they're changed, they're healthy, and I might have collected 19 diapers this time. I'm being so real right now. I didn't just place them just for this video. That's me being real.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today we are talking about the lady that has 17 diapers, and she was showing her cleaning up her house and she was picking up her diapers, and then when it all adds up, it turns out to be 17 dirty diapers that she have from her 2 children, which one was an infant and the other was a toddler. So she was saying that she had 2 days that she never take her diapers out, and that's how much her diapers ending up to be. And there was so many people online saying, oh, disgusting that is, that was nasty, oh, that was unhealthy for the kids. But guys, we should not be so quick to judge. And sometimes we can really look at somebody else's life and say, oh, our life is perfect, but there's no perfect mother, no perfect parents. So we should normalize being more sensitive to other people, because she's a young mom, and she was also saying she was having a hard time because her husband was away, and now with all those negative comments, that only put more on her plate. But I'm so happy to see her doing good, and she didn't let that impact her journey or what's going on with her. So thank you so much for clicking on the video. Continue watching, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers, and let's keep watching the video. This is just my kids at the park, and I'm just showing day-to-day life with my kids. That it's a lot of work, but it is so well worth it. So we're just enjoying the last few days of fall over here before it gets cold outside. So let's continue watching the video.
Diapers exploded so much more than I ever thought it would. Because of that, I have quite a few surprises coming. Number one being that I started a YouTube channel. The other surprises are unfortunately still in the works, but you're gonna have to follow my YouTube channel in order to see what's coming. So far right now on my YouTube channel, I'm just working on getting all of my TikToks up on my YouTube channel. That way we can just match TikTok and YouTube and have all the same stuff. But once I do all of that, then I'll be able to post all the juicy, good, new, exciting stuff about 17 diapers. I've had a lot of people tell me to trademark it, put it in an LLC. Some people are telling me to write a book. Some people are telling me to start a podcast. Some people are suggesting podcasts that I should be on. I know some of you guys are sick of me talking about 17 diapers and saying that it's rage bait and saying that it's just annoying. Some people are saying that I did it just for attention, but unfortunately those are the people that are also shaming me for it, so I don't really believe into any of that. In all reality, we all have our 17 diapers moments, and I'm working on some really exciting stuff that I'm really excited to share with you guys. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to announce it, but I will announce it first on YouTube. Make sure you're following me on YouTube so you don't miss it. The link is in my bio. Make sure you get the right account because I'm pretty sure there's some actual scam accounts out there about me. So I don't think today's a 17 diaper kind of day. I think today might be an 18 diaper kind of day. We just got back from New York City last night and our flight got delayed twice. We were already supposed to get in pretty late, but we didn't get in until almost 2 a.m. I had to drive the opposite direction from our house to pick up James from our family's house, then go back up to our house. So yeah, we didn't get home until about 3 a.m. Then it was well past 3 by the time we all got to bed. And then maybe I slept for like an hour and then baby woke up again because baby was hungry. Baby Jaden usually wakes up twice during the night, but of course last night from the span of 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. he woke up 3 times. Of freaking course, like that would be my luck. And then James woke up bright and freaking early around 7 a.m. He is seriously waking up earlier and earlier every single day, and I don't know how much longer I can handle it. For years he's woken up around like 10 o'clock in the morning, and now since bringing home a baby and being up frequently throughout the night, he now wakes up super early in the morning. So yeah, I probably slept for like maybe 3 hours, maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe 2.5. So while my husband is tending to the baby, I got downstairs to feed James some breakfast. He woke up saying he was hungry, but by the time we got downstairs, he said he wasn't hungry and he just wanted to color. Which honestly was kind of cute. We just spent the morning coloring and working. Look how cute he is with his pen and his notebook. He just wanted to be like mom today, I guess. But anyways, traveling is so much fun. New York City was so much freaking fun, but we are back to reality, back to mom life, back to work, everything like that. Travel with me to New York freaking City to be on the Tamron Hall freaking show. I mean, technically when you're seeing this, I'm traveling home, but you're gonna travel with me there first and then you can travel home then. Before getting on our flight, I tried the new Clean Simple Eats clear protein drink, and it was fantastic. It was fabulous. Then we parked our car at the airport, which we never do, so I felt kind of fancy and rich. I definitely made sure to take a picture of where we were at because I'm not making that mistake twice. No, thank you. After getting the car seat and the pack and play checked, we've made our way through security. I just can't believe that we're going on the Tamron Hall freaking show. No, not we, just me. My husband's just tagging along for moral support. Unfortunately, me and my husband were sitting apart on the flight, but actually Jaden did so freaking good. He slept the entire way. Could not decide which movie to watch, but I finally landed on watching The Devil Wears Prada, which I haven't seen in years and years and years. And unfortunately, our flights were not direct. We had to make a layover in Raleigh, I think. But it was only for like an hour and a half, and this is where I had the most expensive chicken sandwich. But then we landed in New York City, and I had a freaking chauffeur come and pick me up. Are you freaking kidding me? But then, of course, baby hysterically cried the entire time we were with the chauffeur. But anyways, I can't believe we're here. I have had the craziest like 24 hours in New York City, which consisted of paying over $100 for an Uber, which is insane, almost getting jumped, yeah, and going on a talk show, ABC talk show. So let's talk about it. Let's start off with almost getting jumped, because that was probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my entire freaking life. So some of you guys have been commenting saying like, oh, now your husband can walk now that you're in New York City. He's barely walking. He is limping around. We are walking very minimal, but we were walking. It was like, I mean, it was our own fault. It was like 2 a.m. in Times Square. Like, I'm sure that was probably a bad idea. But we were walking around, and all of a sudden, my husband says, Hannah, and I look. And all of a sudden, he is not right here, but a homeless man on some sort of substance is sitting right here next to me instead of my husband. This man then continues to, well, he gets up in my face, and I kind of just like freak out, back up. And then he goes after my husband, who, yes, is 6'5", big dude, but he is a little bit crippled right now. You know, he's very limpy, you know, walking around. And so we're like freaking out, like, what do we do? Like, what goes through your mind in that moment of like, how am I going to defend myself if I need to. Then I was on a talk show, and that was the craziest thing ever. Like, went from crazy bad, like thinking the first day we're like, New York City sucks, I hate this place, we are never coming back here in our entire lives. To the next day was like, this is seriously the coolest thing. Being on a talk show, just that whole life. I am such a normal, everyday, I have been living in sweatpants with no makeup on, like, so having my hair and makeup done and pampered and having all this attention on me was something I'm not used to. I am just about a month postpartum, and I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of things around here. My husband is finally able to walk, kind of, so it's getting a little easier around here. My husband is the furthest and the last thing from a morning person, so the mornings typically I'm on my own still. Lately, we've had this agreement where if I wake up and do the first like hour or two with the kids and let him sleep in a little longer, in the afternoon he'll take both kids and I can take 2 hours or whatever to do whatever I want. That's leave the house, go shopping, take a nap, take a shower, whatever it is. And honestly, I think that's a very fair trade. I feel like James is starting to kind of adjust here. I'm really trying to involve him more with the baby, helping him change baby's diaper, helping him throw the baby's diapers away. No, so I don't have a million diapers lying around my house. No, I don't have him throw them in the trash because I don't want my kitchen trash smelling like pee and poop. I've taught him to get a bag under the sink and bring me a grocery bag to throw it away in. It's kind of working. Sometimes he just ends up bringing me like 20 bags all at one time. But yeah, I feel like we're starting to kind of normalize around here. We're starting to kind of get a hang of these things, getting a routine back. Yeah, thank you to my husband for leaving the milk jug out last night. I mean, it's empty, but James just dumped it out and the little drops at the bottom spilled all over the table. After being a solo parent for a few days, a week or so, I'm realizing that's hard shiz right there. If you're a single mom or a single dad, pat on the back, let me buy you some lunch because you're doing a really good job. That is hard freaking crap right there. So if you're a single or solo parent out there, just know you're doing a good job. I am collect all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house right now. It's 2. It's literally just 2. This is how I collect them. I change the diapers. I don't have a changing table, specific place where I change diapers. I literally just change diapers wherever. If my kid is in the living room, we're gonna put him on the floor and we're gonna change him on the living room floor. If we're upstairs in the bedroom, if we're taking a shower, if I take the diaper off to get in the bathtub, that's where it gets taken off. That's how the diapers end up in the hallway. And then usually I just pick them up, put them in a bag. We don't have a changing table. We don't have, or a diaper pail thing. We just collect them in a bag like this. We have a 3-story house. So then I kind of just throw them towards the stairs. And then the next time I go outside or down to the garage, I just collect what I have and they go in the garbage can downstairs. I'm not making 100 trips down to the garbage can every day. I'm just not. They're 99% of the time, I'm not perfect, but 99% of the time, I'm going to change a diaper and I'm either going to send my 2-year-old to the sink to get a bag, or I will grab a bag myself, put the diaper in the bag, and usually just gets thrown over by the stairs. Next time we go downstairs, they get thrown in the garbage can. I have a newborn and a toddler, and I'm doing it by myself a lot of the time. My husband has gone out of town for a while, and lately he's been injured, sick, all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing it by myself. So and I was sick for a period of time. So am I perfect? No. And the amount of perfect mothers in the comments, good for you. I didn't realize that you were a perfect mother. I am not a perfect mother. I do the best I freaking can. My kids are fed. They are changed. They are happy. They are healthy. They are growing. They are loved. Sometimes there's a dirty diaper on the floor. If it's disgusting and smelly, it's going to get thrown in a bag immediately. I have a newborn. Newborn diapers don't stink.
17 diapers. I don't know if y'all have seen that hashtag and the stories attached to it, but 17 diapers is a hashtag where women have been sharing their postpartum stories. And it is absolutely heartbreaking. But you know what I noticed, and I don't want to make this about race because all women need support after having a baby, but I don't see any Black women making stories, sharing their story, making videos about it. So I'm going to do it. Because the expectation of us being able to tough it through, be okay, for us to be able to make it alone has got to die. It's got to stop. My child is now 7, but when I was pregnant with my son, I was married. I was in a good financial situation, and I was fully prepared. I had the deep freezer filled with prepared meals for about 2 months. The nursery was ready. I had all the luxuries and amenities that I thought I would need to take care of this baby. 2-3 weeks after having this baby, I felt like I was having a out-of-body experience. I was here, but I'm just here. I didn't feel connected to this baby. I didn't feel like myself. And I didn't want to say anything because people are going to think that I'm crazy. 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, I'm getting ready to go back to work. And I can't do it because I'm just here. I'm hating my life. I'm hating myself. I'm looking at this baby and I don't love this baby. I'm feeding it. I'm taking care of it. I'm changing it. From the outside looking in, it looks like I'm a perfect mom. But I don't like this baby. I don't know this baby. I don't feel connected to this baby. I'm struggling. I cry every day. And mind you, I still have a 10-year-old son. I remember one day, everybody was gone to work or school, and I'm laying in the bed, and I am trying my best to muster up the courage and the strength to get up and get this baby, because this baby is back in his crib crying, and I could not get up. I didn't want to get up. I didn't care to get up. And I let that baby cry, and I cried. Because how can I be okay with letting this innocent newborn baby cry? And I wanted to call my husband, but I couldn't because I didn't want him to be mad. And I wanted to call my friends, but I realized they got their own kids. They can't help me. So I went downstairs and went to a neighbor who I trusted like family and told her how I was feeling. And she took my baby and she called my husband. And they both made me call my doctor the next day and get a doctor's appointment. And I went and I was diagnosed with postpartum depression. And they put me on meds to help regulate my mood. And thank God, within a couple of months, I was back to feeling myself. But imagine if I didn't have those people around me who cared enough to help me. Imagine if I had fallen into the darkness enough to actually do something. The guilt that women feel when society judges them for their hormones portraying them, for their body being so drastically different after birth that we don't know who we are, and then y'all expect us to just carry on as normal. It doesn't always happen. This is why I believe a village is so important. This is why I believe that women need support, especially in postpartum. If you are suffering, please let somebody know, because we need you and we need that baby healthy. We need you here. If you are a friend or a loved one of someone who just had a baby, go check on them. Offer to cook dinner, bring dinner. Offer to watch the baby so they can take a nap. If you are a husband, ask your wife, is she okay? And don't just accept, yeah, I'm fine. Give her a break when you can. But we got to understand that the husbands are out making the money to pay the bills, so we don't have to stress about that too. It needs to be people outside of the mother and the father. People need support. And y'all stop judging these women for sharing their stories, because until you've lived their life, you will never fully understand.
What if I told you that 17 dirty diapers around your house is normal? What if I told you throwing a bottle warmer across the room because you accidentally defrosted 2 bags of breast milk is normal? What if I told you hysterically sobbing in the shower for 5 months straight is absolutely normal? And what if I told you that 23% of pregnancy-related deaths are because of PPD? You know how strong and powerful you are for surviving that shock to your system? Superhero. You know what happens when you're in survival mode? Shit falls through the cracks. Every time I've seen a comment that said we shouldn't praise living in filth, I have a question. Why does it have to be so extreme? Can we not just tell someone, you're doing a great job? I know it's hard. Good job changing those 17 diapers. It won't be like this forever. We've all had our undesirable moments, but not all of us are brave enough to share. I know that when you don't relate to someone, it makes it really hard to have compassion or empathy for them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with your rock bottom looking vastly different than somebody else's. Because what may be hard for you may not be hard for me, and vice versa. But that doesn't mean it's not hard. Postpartum is one of the most deeply isolating periods of your life, even if you are surrounded by a village, love, and care. It makes it extremely hard to be your best self. And for some people, it's being emotionally withdrawn. And for others, it means you can't even do the bare minimum to keep things tidy. But to form judgment and then compare your wins to someone else's lack is crazy to me. Not only crazy, but exactly why mothers don't share. If the people who can relate to you the most don't even show compassion for you. Why would you share these relatable moments on the internet? And then we claim we want everybody to be relatable. Show us the cracks. We want to see real mom life. But the moment somebody does, you shame the shit out of them for it. And we say things like, one thing about me, I would never... One thing comes to mind when I've been reading a lot of these comments. We say things as we are, not as they are. And that makes me really sad. If you're sitting there judging another mom for her undesirable, vulnerable moment while she's surviving postpartum, that tells me that you must be judging the shit out of yourself. And that makes me feel really bad for you. You don't deserve to judge yourself like that. You deserve to have compassion for yourself. And the sooner that you're able to have compassion for yourself and give yourself a little bit of grace, the more you will be able to do that for other people. If we as mothers cannot give encouragement and solution-based words to another mother who's struggling, then who the hell is going to do it? Who else would ever be able to relate? In my opinion, we have a duty to give our best to each other. Not only because there are children hanging in the balance of a mother's mental health, but because we are the only ones who know firsthand how difficult it is on a daily basis to be a mom. So as for me, I think your best is good enough. I think you're incredible. And above all, I think you're brave as fuck for getting up every day and taking on this role as mom. My advice that nobody asked for, ride the wave. Trust yourself and support each other, even when you don't relate. It's the least we can do. Have a beautiful day. Bye. What if I told you?
I agree. And I'm going to do you one better. I think that every woman who goes through their first year of postpartum should have access to free therapy. They should also have free access to getting their hormones checked and helped to get regulated again. But do you know what happens when you go to your 6-week follow-up and you tell the doctor, I'm not feeling so good, something's wrong, I'm crying all the time? They say, that's completely normal. But if you think it's dangerous, you should speak to a therapist. Do you know how hard it is to find a therapist? Do you know how many people don't have financial access to a therapist? Furthermore, when you take your baby for their first year of checkups, you go and you fill out this little paper. And even if you say you are feeling awful, bad, you check the worst things that you could check on that sheet, the doctor will look at you, the pediatrician, and say, you should go speak to a therapist. Do you know how hard it is for people to afford a therapist, to have access to that? Very difficult. I think it's helped no one ever when they are in need to have someone look at them and be like, go see a doctor. Also, just a sidebar about that video, that woman also has another child. And if you've ever had a newborn, you know that within 24 hours, they could go through 17 diapers. I don't think she was leaving diapers laying around for days on end. And she also did clean them up. That was the point of the video. She probably had a shitty 24 hours and was like, come and help me get my shit together. But again, I'm not here to speculate because I don't know the context of what her day-to-day has been like. She also has 2 children. I don't have 2 children. I only have 1. And no, I don't think the internet is the place to come for people to hype you up and tell you you're doing a good job when you're doing something that maybe is dangerous. But at the same time, I think if we are moms and we stick together and we tell each other, hey, I'm here for you, I've got you, do you need someone to talk to, what's going on, give advice of places to reach out to, etc., I think that it then creates for people to be able to navigate postpartum a lot better. And I'm not here to win some argument. I know how I feel and I know how I support other women and other moms, but you know, everybody's welcome to their point of view, I guess.
Let's talk about 17 diapers. For those of you who've been seeing the trend and need a little bit of context and backstory, there's a mom named Hannah who posted earlier in October. She is weeks postpartum. They just had a habit of leaving their diapers wrapped up around the house, and at the end of the day went to collect them. Out of that, a lot of moms criticized, but other moms came out with what they call their 17 diaper story, which is essentially their struggles postpartum. And I love this trend, but I hate this trend for so many reasons. I love it because it's normalizing discussions around the challenges of postpartum. I hate this trend because not only is it heartbreaking, these things should not be a regular experience. I also hate this trend because I feel like it's going to reach a lot of moms, and especially a lot of supportive moms who already feel the same way and who really needs to see these often hidden struggles postpartum moms go through are the people who it will probably never cross their feed. What I would really like to come out of this trend is making postpartum better. We need, especially in the US, we need to have real maternity leave and paternity leave. We need more affordable childcare. We need more mental health counseling for moms. I haven't shared my 17 diaper story. I probably am trying to forget a lot of it. Not that it was anything extreme. I just honestly do not enjoy the infant stage. Just trying to survive. It's freaking hard. But we really need more support. And I love the 17 diapers trend. But what really needs to come out of this is something more.
7. I think if I counted right, that's 17 diapers lying around my house. No wonder my house freaking stinks.
This is the infamous video going around the internet right now, and there's a lot of people with a lot of thoughts on it. So let's just dive in and talk about it. A lot of people are saying that this is child neglect and that you owe your children a clean, safe environment, and that keeping diapers scattered all around the house, 17 dirty diapers, is neglectful, and that is a biohazard. There's a lot of people talking about how they would never, that is disgusting, that CPS should be called for that. My opinion is that yes, you do owe your child a clean, safe environment. I personally don't think that it is child neglect to leave diapers around the house. I guess there's a lot of nuance here, actually. I think that pee diapers, because there's the big distinction. If it was poop diapers left all around the house, 17 of them, yeah, at that point, that's a little bit beyond grimy, and that is a biohazard. But from the looks of that video, I'm assuming it was pee. There was a lot of them, and they were small. So I'm assuming that she has a newborn. Newborns pee constantly. 17 diapers could be a couple of days. Like, I don't think people realize that this is not like she's leaving diapers out for a week. This is probably, she's left them out for a couple of nights. She's walking around cleaning up. She's had a few days that she's just let it go. Gross, yeah. Grimy, yeah. Neglect? No. That you just need to have a newborn mom if you think that's gross. I think people need to be a little bit less crazy, because there's a mom trying to make a cute, relatable video cleaning up, like, hey, look, I got a little grimy, I'm sorry. Sorry. But instead, she's getting attacked because of the dirty diapers. And you see people doing these, like, clean out my car videos all the time, and they will have, like, weeks of cups stacked up. And you don't see them get attacked to the same level as a couple of days of diapers. That's what's sad. This is why moms are afraid to make content, is because they get eaten alive for everything. And anytime there's a slightest bit of grime, people are like, CPS!
Wow, what a long day of being CPS. I have had such a harrowing time investigating child abuse today and seeing some really horrible cases. You know, granted that I am Child Protective Services and all. Hello?
We have a new case.
You have a new case for me to investigate? Okay, what is the crime?
Oh, they're really neglecting these babies.
Extreme child neglect. All right. Tell me about
all
the
I know,
environment.
Jerry, is this place is nasty. I got 1,500 people calling me up telling me it's a biohazard.
Dirty environment, unsafe health hazard, biohazard. Cool. All right. I'll be right there. Thank you. Hi, yes, I am CPS. I am investigating a call I got for a unsafe house environment. They said it was a biohazard. Let me look around a little bit. What do you mean look around? I mean, I guess, but why would CPS be called? Go ahead. I mean, yeah, it looks a little dirty. What, are those diapers everywhere? Yeah, I mean, they are. Ma'am, just why is there diapers, like, all over the floor here? Like, everywhere, there's diapers. I don't know, you know how it is. I have a newborn, things, they get scattered out, and I just don't pick them all up all the time. I'm sorry. I mean, there's what, like 15 diapers?
Actually, 17.
That's nasty. All right, Stinky, let's walk around and see what else is here.
I mean, more fucking diapers, but I guess the rest of this place looks fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking everywhere. The place doesn't look like a biohazard. I mean, your kids are fed, and obviously you're cleaning them up because there's diapers everywhere. You'll pick these up, right? I mean, yeah, I'll pick them up, but what about my kids? What's going on? Why are you investigating? Investigate what, Miss Piggy? I don't care. Call the maid, not CPS next time. Wow, what a